So good evening, everybody. I welcome you all in today's session. I hope you can hear me properly and can also see the video. This is our KVS TGT English class, and today we will start with our classic supplementary reader, which is A Pact with the Sun. A Pact with the Sun. Good evening. Good evening. So class 6th supplementary reading and book is A Pact with the Sun. Pact with the Sun. So these are additional stories, some additional stories. The objective of introducing this supplementary reader in class 6 is objective is not that teacher will teach all the chapters in the class like the main course. This is for students' interest, their interest in reading and mostly like self work. They should read these chapters on their own and understand the meaning and introduce discussion in the classes and all those things. So, however, we will cover this because it's given in your syllabus. So, let's say how many chapters are there, right? I should write again. Class 6th. Sun. The pact with the sun. Now, how many chapters are there? So there are in total 10 chapters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And how many chapters are there in our syllabus? There are 7. Among these 10 chapters, we have to cover like seriously word by word 7 chapters. So I'll share those chapters with you. First one, A Tale of Two Birds. Let's try to remember the names. A Tale of Two Birds, The Friendly, Mongoose. Then we have The Shepherd's Treasure, The Old Clock Shop, Tansen, The Monkey and the Crocodile, and the Crocodile, The Wonder Called Sleep, A Pact with the Sun, What Happened to the Reptiles, and last one, A Strange Wrestling Match. A Strange wrestling match. So these are your 10 chapters. Good evening. Welcome in this session. So these are your 10 chapters. Let's devote 1 minute to the names and try to remember the names. A Tale of Two Birds, The Friendly Mongoose, The Shepherd's Treasure, The Old Clock Shop, Tansen, The Monkey and the Crocodile, The Wonder Called Sleep, A Pact with the Sun, What Happened to the Reptiles, and A Strange Wrestling Match. Now, out of these 10, we need to seriously cover 7 chapters and read once remaining 3 chapters. We will not leave the 3 remaining chapters. We will read them once so that we know okay, what is happening in this story. Now, the chapters we need to cover for our syllabus are A Tale of Two Birds, The Friendly Mongoose, The Shepherd's Treasure, then The Old Clock Shop is not included, Tansen, The Monkey and the Crocodile, The Wonder Called Sleep, and A Pact with the Sun. These 7. Not included are The Old Clock Shop, What Happened to the Reptiles, and A Strange Wrestling Match. A Strange Wrestling Match. Clear with everybody? So quickly repeat the names once more. A Tale of Two Birds, The Friendly Mongoose, The Shepherd's Treasure, Tansen, The Monkey and the Crocodile, The Wonder Called Sleep, and A Pact with the Sun. And in today's class, we will cover chapter number 1 and chapter number 2. We'll try to complete these chapters. Now, along with these chapters, there is also a note for us who are going to teach these chapters in the classes. Uh, a particular note is given in the beginning of the book only, and it is advised that what are the areas you need to focus on. So not too much to remember, couple of important points, so I'll cover that also, right? So your next thing will be a note to the teacher. So I'll share this page with you. However, we should focus on the main points. The main points we need to cover. So a note for the teacher. The first thing is your main objective. First thing is, what is the main objective? Why this supplementary book is introduced in class 6, and this is like the most important question, considering if you are facing your interview or if you are teaching anything from class 6, they might ask you ki why this thing is introduced in class 6. That book is enough. There are passages, there are poems, there are question and answer, filling the blanks, match the following activities, grammar, reading, writing, everything is included in that book. But why this one? Why the additional burden on the student? So this is not additional burden. This is something to generate their interest in the language. So objective is this supplementary reader is included in the your class to promote among learners the habit of reading independently reading independently with interest, understanding, and enjoyment. This is like the definition given in your notes for the teacher. The objective is supplementary reading is introduced in class 6th to promote among learners the habit of reading independently with interest, understanding, and enjoyment. Now, the main term here is this habit of reading. Do not forget this. Other words are like your second option. Your first option for this objective is habit of reading, why you are introducing or why this book is introduced to develop habit of reading. Along with that, the stories are selected and presented in such a manner that these stories will develop interest. Also, the language is easy so that students can understand it, and stories include animal stories, majorly animal stories, so that it will be for their enjoyment, fun activity. Stories will be like the fun activity. Done. Plus, they are reading these stories on their own, self reading. And that's why the term used here is independently. Teacher is not teaching this chapter in the classes like normal chapter, and that's why language is also very easy in this book. Now this is your objective. Let's continue. Then activities along with these chapters, what all activities can be included? So one is discussions. I'm no whatever I'm writing here, I'm writing from that note for the teacher only. I'm not writing anything like my own words. I'm not writing my own words. I'm writing what is given there in the note for the teacher, so that if they will ask and if you'll quote this, it will be like you are very thorough with the complete book, complete chapter, right? So discussions, questions, and role play. These activities are mentioned here. Now, structure of the book. Structure of the book. So 10 stories. It's written 10 pieces, so 10 stories divided into divided into two or divided into two or three parts with each part summarized in each part summarized in point form. So it's there. However, if you will check those summary points, in those summary points, the main thing is not mentioned. Main thing is not mentioned in the summary. It is just like they are giving brief idea or very brief pointers, not the main thing. Okay, suppose if you are considering our first chapter, two birds, so it's not mentioned that first bird fell where and second one where. No, but just given you a quick pointers or quick points. So 10 stories. Let's remember 10 stories. We have covered all these stories names. and also these 7 ones which are important for our exam, divided into 2 or 3 parts. Yes, it's there, it's divided, plus their summary in point form, summarized in point form. Done. Now, question can be why this thing is done. Why? What is the objective of this summary? So you can write it. Why it is summarized? To sustain readers or your learners, to sustain learners curiosity and interest. To sustain learners curiosity and interest. Why the summary part? Why summary is given? Story is there, so students will read these stories. Why the summary part? So that they will have curiosity and interest also. Along with that, uh, you should promote oral questions for their participation. Learners should be active. Learners need to be active. So oral questions, discussions. I think I've written, yes. Learners will feel inspired. And last point, themes. What are the themes covered in these chapters? Themes covered in these chapters. What are the themes? So themes are cooperation, compassion, respect for elders, respect for decision making, magic of music, health, adventure, peace, and social harmony. These are your themes. So these are the main points from a note for the teacher. These are the main points from a note for the teacher. Done? Should we move ahead with our first chapter? Okay. So now we will start with our first chapter. So first chapter, A Tale of Two Birds. First chapter, A Tale of Two Birds. Now this is a story of two birds. I don't know if you can see the birds there. So birds are there, but I think they are going out of your screen. So I have added these two birds as well. Let's discuss our chapter 1, A Tale of Two Birds. Now, the important points from this chapter. There is this mother bird. So, a story is of a forest, and in the forest there is this tree, and on the one of the branch of the tree, mother bird has given birth to two baby birds, two young ones. Now, one day there is this storm, so thundering, rain, wind, and because of this, tree fell down, and because of one of the branches, the mother was killed. Now, the two baby birds, they flew at some distance because of the wind. They were thrown farther from each other, and each found a different home. So one bird fell down in front of cave, and that cave is of robbers. One bird fell down in front of the cave, and that cave is of robbers. The other bird in front of the ashram, in front of the ashram, and ashram belongs to the rishi. So one with robbers and second one with rishi. Two birds, one with robbers and one with rishi. Now one day this king thought, I'll go for hunt, and he entered the forest, and there he saw this deer, and king started following that deer, and because of that deer he got lost in the forest. So he like roamed and roamed and roamed and came in front of a tree. There was this cave and there was this tree, so he got down from his horse and tried to like rest for a while. And what he heard this first bird say ki, catch the king, catch his horse, catch his jewelry, and do, you should do it soon, otherwise he will slip away. So the sentence, I'll read out the sentence for you so that we have like a better understanding of the chapter. So that first bird said, quick, hurry up. There is someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he will slip away. Now I thought, who is speaking this thing? And he checked, and there was this big brown bird on the branch. So that mother bird babies, they are not grown bird, and one bird is staying along with thieves. He's listening sentences of those thieves and speaking like those thieves only. So he got scared, and then fatafat he jumped on the horse and ran. Later on, he again thought I should take some rest. So there was this ashram and there was this tree in front of the ashram. So he tried to relax in front of the ashram trees. Then there he heard this other bird. Other bird said, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The rishi will be back soon. There is some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable. Please make yourself comfortable." Now, he checked and it's the same bird. Then he realized, okay, something is there. One bird was speaking like that, and the second bird was speaking like that. Then the second bird shared the information that that bird is living with thieves and I am living with Rishi. So one spoke like thief, other one spoke like Rishi. And then this second bird shared the true story. This Rishi bird shared the story. Okay, how that bird is not talking with me and he is with thieves only. Later on, Rishi came and Rishi shared the explanation with King that how one person behaves as per the environment. A very important line is there. I think you should note down two important lines. One line is, the forest is full of surprises. The forest is full of surprises. This is said by Rishi. Statement: the forest is full of surprises. And second statement: one is known by the company one keeps. One is known by the company one keeps. These two, like moral of the story statements by Rishi. So consider these statements important. Dialogues or statements by Rishi. Done. So this is your chapter 1, A Tale of Two Birds. So characters: mother bird, then two baby birds, then your king and Rishi. I believe these are the characters in the story. Robbers are also there, but no dialogue or something like a dialogue is given to robbers or thieves. Clear? Now some questions. So question number 1 and 2. Question number 1 and 2. Who behaved differently though they looked so alike? Who behaved differently though they looked so alike? Head robber and his wife, king and rishi, mother bird and baby birds, two birds. First question. Answers. Who behaved differently though they looked so alike? Second question is, one is known by the company one keeps. Who said this? Bird, stranger, rishi, king. Question number 1D. Yes, correct. Two birds. So question number 1, right answer is two birds. Yes, Sharda, correct. Gauri Shankari, correct answer. Second one is known by the company one keeps. This is a statement by B option, Rishi. So try to remember both these statements. Forest is full of your surprises and one is known by the company one keeps. Done. Now question number 3 and 4. King followed which animal into the forest? Bear, lion, deer, wild pig. King followed which animal into the forest? Who explained about the behavior of each bird to the king? Rishi, robbers, parrot, old lady. So who shared the story? Who shared the story that he is my brother, but he has made friends with Roberts? Story is shared by the second bird, but their behavior was explained by not the bird. So third one, deer. Yes, correct. C option, deer. For question number 3, right answer is deer. And fourth one, Rishi. This explanation to the king is made by Rishi. Uh, no parrot, deer, deer. Remember, deer. So these are our questions. Now, our next story, the friendly mongoose. So this week we have discussed like 3 chapters covering mongoose. One was desert animals, then second was that fight between mongoose and snake, and this is your third story focusing on mongoose. The friendly mongoose. This is your mongoose. Okay. Now, this story focuses on this cute mongoose. Now, what is the story? Story is a character farmer, his wife, and their newborn baby. So, child is son, and it's a baby, infant or baby. Hmm? So, farmer, his wife, their child is a baby son, and they are living in this village. Now, farmer thought we should get a pet, and that pet will be companion for our son and also best friend. So, companion and friend. So, they decided to get a pet, and he bought a pet, a baby mongoose. So they thought both will grow together. However, mongoose life is not like that. Baby, human baby grows very slow comparative to mongoose. So soon he was a grown up animal, right? And why they got this pet? It would be their son's companion and friend in future. This mongoose was supposed to be friend and companion. So what happened? Let's see. One day, his wife went bazaar and she was very doubtful of mongoose. So she said, please be with the baby, the son, and do not leave it alone with the mongoose. I don't trust mongoose. So I'm going to bazaar to get groceries. And please, please, please do not leave baby alone with the mongoose. Okay. So she left, and the farmer slash father thought it's okay, and both are friends, and obviously mongoose will not harm my child, my son. So he left to check his fields. He let me go and check my fields, and along the way he came across some friends, so they started talking, and then he who got involved in the discussion and their conversation and forgot that the baby was alone in the home mongoose. So what happened? He left for his field and the child is now alone with the mongoose. Mongoose will harm that child? Let's find out. So farmer's wife returned and what she saw mongoose at gate with blood on his face and paws. What was there on his face and paws? Blood. And whose blood it will be? Whose blood? Farmer's wife immediately thought, this is my child's blood. She came that conclusion because it was there in her mind that Mongoose will harm my child. And when she saw Mongoose with blood on his face and paws, she immediately thought, animal has killed my child. So she threw that heavy basket of groceries on the poor animal and went inside to check her baby. There, what she saw, that there was a snake lying on the floor, dead snake lying on the floor. So it was the blood of snake. Blood was not of child, the blood was of snake. Actually, the mongoose had saved the baby from the snake, not killed the baby. But what is the result here? Because of this basket, this heavy basket on that mongoose, he died. When lady went back, when she saw this snake on the floor, she immediately realized that what she concluded was wrong. Mongoose actually saved her baby, but in her fit of anger, she had actually killed the mongoose by that heavy basket which she threw on the animal. Yeah. So this is the friendly mongoose. So emotional story, and uh, as per our understanding, such kind of story will develop sympathy among learners for animals. Usually, you will come across some learners, some animals, some children who like teasing other animals. So obviously, we will not see mongoose in our colonies, but yes, there are dogs and sometimes monkeys are there, cows, and some kids, they enjoy teasing these animals. So I think the objective of this story is to develop sympathy among learners that these animals, they are good and they are friendly and helpful to human beings. This is our story. Okay, let's solve some MCQs. The friendly mongoose, question number 1. The friendly mongooses The Friendly Mongoose. This story is taken from Goodnight Moon, Panchtantra, The Cat in the Hat, Champak. The Friendly Mongoose story is taken from Goodnight Moon, Panchtantra, The Cat in the Hat, Champak. Panchtantra? Yes, correct answer. Panchtantra. So remember this point. The second chapter is taken from Panchtantra. Second question. Once a farmer and his wife lived with their grown-up son, with their small daughter, with their small son, with their son and daughter. Once a farmer and his wife lived with their grown-up son, with their small daughter, with their small son, with their son and daughter. For question number 2. C point? Yes. With their small son. Right answer. Question number 3 and 4. What did the farmer's wife brought down on the blood smeared mongoose? Sorry. What did the farmer's wife brought down on the blood smeared mongoose? A basket full of flowers, heavy basket full of fruits, heavy basket full of groceries, a basket full of thorns. Question number 3. Heavy basket full of groceries. Yes. Perfect answer. Heavy basket full of groceries. Where did the black snake lay down? On the bed, on the floor, in front of the door, at the gate? Okay, Gauri Shankari, correct. On the floor. So in the room, on the floor. And that was a dead snake killed by the mongoose while he tried to save the child. So these were some questions on the friendly mongoose. So we have covered the basic introduction part, 10 chapters name, a note for the teacher and your 2 stories. So in next class, we will cover our remaining stories and 7. So we have like covered 2. We are left with 5. Most probably we will cover that. So if I'll upload all the NCRTs, I think you should be having NCRT as well. However, I'll upload all the chapters and try to read as many chapters it's possible. So we'll like cover remaining part tomorrow in our next class. Okay. They're easy stories, not very difficult, not very complicated. So that's all for today. Let's meet tomorrow and continue our discussion.